Love in K-dramas isn't just about happy endings. Sometimes it's about timing. Sometimes it's about sacrifice. And sometimes it's about finding the right person when your world is falling apart. In 2026, these are the stories that made us feel everything. The ones that gave us butterflies. And the ones that completely broke us. Here are the top 10 romantic K-dramas you need to watch. Sparkling Heart number 10, Doctor Slump. They were once at the top of the world. Two brilliant students, competing for first place, chasing perfection like it was everything that mattered. But life doesn't always reward the strongest. Years later, they meet again, not as winners, but as people who have completely fallen apart. Burnout, failure, loneliness. And in the middle of all that pain, they find each other again. Not as rivals this time, but as comfort. Their love doesn't begin with sparks, it begins with healing. Sparkling Heart number 9, Marry My Husband. Imagine being betrayed by the two people you trusted the most. Your husband and your best friend. Now imagine getting a second chance. She goes back in time, 10 years before everything went wrong. But this time, she's not the same person. She knows how her story ends. And instead of falling in love blindly again, she rewrites her fate. Carefully, strategically, and somewhere along the way, she finds a love that was always meant for her. Sparkling Heart number 8, My Demon. He's powerful, cold, untouchable. A demon who has never needed anyone. Until one moment changes everything. He loses his powers, and suddenly, the one person tied to his survival is a woman who trusts no one. Their relationship starts as a deal. Nothing more. But emotions don't follow contracts. And slowly, the distance between them disappears. What was once survival becomes love. Sparkling Heart number 7, Queen of Tears. This isn't a story about falling in love. It's about what happens after. A marriage that once felt perfect now feels empty. Silence Re. Sparkling Heart number 6, Nevertheless. Not all love stories are healthy. Some are confusing. Some are painful. And some, will hurt you, but you can't walk away. Two people are drawn to each other in a way that feels impossible to escape. No promises. No certainty. Just feelings they don't fully understand. This isn't a fairy tale. It's real, messy love. Sparkling Heart number 5, Moving. At first, it looks like a story about superpowers. But at its core, it's about love. Parents who would do anything to protect their children. Teenagers discovering feelings for the first time. And people risking everything for those they care about. In a world filled with danger, love becomes the only thing worth fighting for. Sparkling Heart number 4, 2521. Some love stories are unforgettable. Not because they last forever, but because they existed at the right time. Two people meet when they're young, lost, and chasing dreams. They grow together, laugh together, fall in love. But as life moves forward, their paths begin to change. And sometimes, love isn't enough to keep two people together. Sparkling Heart number 3, Death's Game. What if you had to die, over and over again, just to understand the value of life? A man who has given up on everything is forced to live multiple lives, each one ending in death. But through those lives, he experiences something unexpected. Love. Different forms. Different people. Different moments. And slowly, he realizes that even the smallest connections can change everything. Sparkling Heart number 2, Crash Landing on You. He wasn't supposed to be there. One accident, and suddenly she's in a completely different world. A place where she doesn't belong. And the one person protecting her is someone she should never fall in love with. Every moment they share is dangerous. Every feeling forbidden. But love doesn't care about borders. Sparkling Heart number 1, The Glory. This story is built on pain, on revenge, on a past that refuses to be forgot.